good news is coming into your life in April 2026? What good news is coming into your life in April? Hi, my name is Diana, Psychic Intuitive here at the Magical Mermaids Tarot channel, and before you are 4 piles to choose from. Pile 1 is from the Tempest Tarot deck, and the associated object is this black and green leaf. Pile 2 is from the Melanin Mermaid Tarot deck, and the associated object is this black and pink cloud and thunderbolt or lightning. Pile 3 is from the Scorpio Sea Tarot deck, and the associated object is this flying unicorn or Pegasus symbol. And pile 4 is from the Mermaid Tarot, and the associated object is this musical note. Please choose whichever pile you feel most attracted to. You could choose based on the symbol, or you could choose based on the tarot card backing. Completely up to you. Follow your intuition. That's fine. Now, if you are still undecided or would like to make an additional choice so you can have multiple readings to watch, then let me go ahead and add your zodiac signs. Be right back. Pile 1 is associated with the rising or sun signs of Virgo, Gemini, and Capricorn. The sun and rising signs associated with pile 2 are Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. The sun and rising signs associated with pile 3 are Cancer, Libra, and Aquarius. So feel free to pause if you have to. Take your time, take a deep breath, settle in, make your choice or choices, and I will see you at your reading or readings. Welcome to your reading, pile 1. So what is the good news that will be coming into your life in the month of April 2026? Let's go ahead and move your number over to the side. Here, you chose this beautiful leaf, black and green. You may or may not have chosen the Virgo sign, Gemini, or Capricorn. Okay, oh, right. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let me do a vibe check on you guys as far as what is coming in for you into your life in April 2026. So I feel like there's something you've been wanting to see flourish, something you've been wanting to see grow. Okay, you maybe a couple of different scenarios are popping into my mind, like perhaps you've been feeling kind of down about something, or some sort of negative trend has seeped into a certain situation in your life, and it's kind of had you down. Perhaps there was some sort of evil person or evil situation, or maybe just a situation where something bad was happening in your life, and it could be other coming from the outside of you, like a person or a situation you're dealing with, or it could be coming from inside of you. I mean, it could be you dealing with your shadow, like maybe having an addiction that you're trying to get rid of. Maybe you're trying to lose weight, or maybe you have gotten into a pattern that's not necessarily the best for you. Whatever it is, I do feel like there's some type of healing that's coming to you in the month of April 2026 in regards to this. It could be specifically perhaps a shadow had been cast above your money situation, and so I'm seeing that there will be like an influx of money coming through that you will not be able to ignore. It'll be very clear, like help, monetary help, or income coming in, maybe into a situation where you weren't receiving the kind of income you were wanting, or perhaps you're going through a dry spell of some type, and I see money coming into your situation. If that's what you've been dealing with, I definitely see money coming into your situation April 2026. I'm also gathering pile 1 that if you've been trying to have it's very specific message, so just take it only if it resonates, and if it does not, leave the rest for others. If you've been trying to get pregnant, I see that, and you've been having trouble with it, specifically that. Okay, you've been trying to get pregnant, but it's nothing. It's been like, negative. This upcoming month, next 30 days, April 2026, you're likely to get pregnant. Okay. If this is something you've been working on, and they had been causing you depression, it's not one of those situations where you've been working on it, you're like, well, I'd like to be pregnant, and you're just kind of trying and seeing. It's not a pressured situation. I'm talking about, you've been trying for years, or you really, really want it really badly. You've been kind of taken aback and dismayed and upset with the fact that it's not happening. You're not able to get pregnant. You really want it right now, but now that you want it, it's not happening, and it's just been really frustrating you. If it's like that, then I see that it's likely it'll happen this month. Happen in the month of April 2026, or that your fertility is going to be getting healing. Okay, in the month of 2026, it could be that you're finally going to go see the right doctor, or getting the right remedy or herbal treatments, or you shifted your routine or your health regimen in such a way that it's now going to be making you more fertile. So there's healing or a pregnancy coming in. I'm also getting pile one that if you've been sick, been dealing with an illness that's been holding you back, I see an upturn of events coming to you in April 2026. Like, specifically, like if you have been under the weather and it's been kind of dragging out, then I see that you will be there's going to be an upswing. Okay. You're going to be feeling better, more energy. And it's going to come through like green. I'm just getting like either eating more healthy foods, or having some type of herbal remedy, or going with some kind of naturopathic doctor, or going outside in your garden, just sitting out, getting some vitamin D. It's going to happen like this. Or it could be some type of like green colored elixir or medicine is going to help you greatly. I'm also seeing that if you've been investing yourself in something, and it's like, some type of financial investment, and it's been like just this black pit that's just been sucking all your resources, efforts, your joy, your everything. It's just been like a black pit, just sucking everything you throw in it. It's just not giving you anything back. Then April 2026 is a month where you will be seeing something back for your efforts, your investment, and your time. Okay, you're going to be getting something back. I'm seeing this kind of trend. Like, you're going to be having success in some aspect of your life that has been kind of dark for a while now, or causing you to be depressed. That there's that kind of a message coming through. So pile 1, I'm seeing a new beginning coming to you when it comes to a situation that you had ended recently, or you're done with. I'm seeing a new situation, a new beginning coming to you. So as an example, if you had maybe broken up with someone and you were done with, you weren't pursuing anyone, or and you're just kind of like laying low, and you had let that vacuum build up because you're just not in a hurry to fill that space back up with anyone else. You're not on a rebound situation. I do see that there is some type of new activity that's going to be coming into this aspect of your life, whether it's romantic, whether it's business. Something you had let life fallow there's going to be this trickle of life sort of come into it in the month of April 2026. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your first tarot card. We got the 8 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing endings. I'm seeing renewal, Yeah, I feel like something that needed to be put to an end. You did it. Pile 1. You were successful. You got rid of something that needed to be put to an end. Okay. Perhaps there was a feeling or situation that was making you feel trapped or imprisoned. And with this card, I'm getting like that you were sort of doing it to yourself. That's possible. It's possible that you were being scandalized by someone else, that this is coming from the outside, but mainly this is internal. Perhaps you're feeling self-conscious about something, or feeling like you were being victimized and thereby it made you feel bad. I'm sorry, pile 1. Okay, sorry about that. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards and get more information. Ooh. We are getting Styx. Okay, river Styx. Right, guys? Kind of reminds me of Charon, right? Carrying the dead from one end of river Styx all the way to the other to get them transported to the underworld, Hades. Number 36. Yeah, I see, like, something's being ushered out of your life, Pal 1, in April 2026. Something that needed to go. Could be a person, could be, and it was a person who made you feel bad, or a situation that made you feel limited, made you feel self-conscious, or a situation that made you feel this way. And I feel like it's going to be ushered out of your life April 2026. This is good news for you. Next, we're getting Nithaya, the generous god. This is spiritual wisdom and magic. Helps one gain wisdom and discover hidden secrets. So you're going to be wising up to something. You're going to be wising up to something, Pile 1. You'll be learning about a certain situation, or you're going to be learning about it, and what you learn will help you let go of a situation that's not good for you. Or perhaps you're going to learn and let it go, and this is going to bring you so much value, because what you learn will allow you to let go of something that was potentially poisonous, right? Poisonous, but very informative. Okay, it could be a toxic relationship, could be a toxic person, okay, or a toxic habit. Let's get a tea leaf card on this for you so we can get more information. Yeah, I feel like this ending is going to bring you, some powerful knowledge, Pile 1. And it's going to give you the knowledge you get from the situation that's ending. Perhaps some of you will be relocating or moving, or like maybe not moving where you live, but moving maybe where you work, or, moving away from a certain situation that was making you feel powerless, making you feel scandalous, making you feel like your hands were tied, like you were stuck. Okay, you can be moving out of that situation, and you're going to be feeling empowered. You learned something, Pile 1, about this situation that you were in. And the only way to learn about situations is be involved, get in there. And then you learn this inside information that allows you to let go and move on. All right. Okay. Let's get a tea leaf card on this for you. Thank you. Be right back. What is the good news coming into Pile 1's life in April 2026? What is the good news coming into Pile 1's life in April 2026? We have fair man. Okay. So this could have to do with a relationship. Pile 1, you got to know someone up close. You got to tangle with someone, and you learned about the situation. You got more information to make sure, because sometimes all that glitters is not gold, Pile 1, and you need to become involved with this person or the situation to learn and find out, oh, it's not good, it doesn't work, and I'm stuck, how can I get out of this situation? And you will get the information you need and get out of the situation. And I see information that empowers you to move on, that empowers you and makes you feel like, all right, I'm letting it go now. Yeah, I'm letting it go. I get it, and I'm leaving, or I'm moving on, and I'm getting away from this situation. I get it. Whereas maybe because you didn't have the information you needed before, then you were stuck because you kept thinking, why isn't this working? You want to get it to work. You wanted to get it to work, or I'm stuck, or this is making me feel self-conscious and I want to get out of this situation. Okay, but you're going to be getting out of it. I see you getting out of a situation that made you feel stuck, made you feel self-conscious, made you feel awkward, made you feel self-doubt. Okay, or perhaps you'll be leaving the state of mind behind. That's another message I'm getting. You'll be leaving the state of mind behind and moving your state of mind into a better place where you're armed with knowledge, the knowledge and wisdom that helps you feel strong, that helps you get over this anxiety and this feeling self-conscious. Okay, we have fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde or gray or white hair. It could be a relationship, or it could be that you will meet someone who will help you be free, who will assist you in getting out of this situation. Okay, this is good news coming in for you, Pile 1. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your next piece of good news coming in for you in April 2026. Pile 1, we got the Page of Pentacles. All right, so this is about messages. You may be receiving a message, or you may be getting about a new job. That's possible. Or just a message. Something you feel very ambitious about is coming into focus here as far as your good news for April 2026. Something you're desiring. I feel like you can see this bag or whatever is falling into your palm. It's going to land in your palm. Pile 1. Okay, next we're getting Vesica Pisces. Divine Feminine, birthing and fertility. Okay. Looks like we're getting kind of talked a little bit about fertility, or something taking root, something growing, something blossoming, something blooming, if you will. So I get that you're going to get some news about something going well in the month of 2020, in the month of April 2026. Something's going to be going well for you. You're going to hear about it. Perhaps you're going to receive some type of bounty in regards to a creative project of yours. You're going to be receiving what you need when it comes to something you're trying to birth. If you're fertile, and there's something you want to see come to fruition, then I get you that you're going to be getting what you need to help you get there. Okay, let's take a look. We got a dollhouse. All right. I feel like something about a new job is going to go really well for you. I feel like if this is a new job situation, then you're going to be doing very well when it comes to this type of situation. I see someone getting out of the house. The dollhouse is opening up. Perhaps you'll be going to work somewhere, okay, in April 2026. I'm also getting that you will receive some type of message that lets you know that something is going well, something is growing, something is thriving. Perhaps it's a house search. Perhaps you're looking for an apartment. Perhaps you are maybe needing a loan for a house or some type of place you want to live. Maybe you want funding for a house project. You want to renovate your home. And I feel like you're going to be hearing that, oh, here's the funds. Oh, let's do this. I'm just getting like a go ahead and the fact that you are supported when it comes to money in this thing. All right, let's get you a tea leaf card to round out this message. Spirit guides, what good news is coming into Pile 1's life in April 2026? What good news is coming into Pile 1's life in April 2026? We're getting elephant, long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Okay. Again, there's a recurring theme here. I'm getting themes of fertility, things growing, blossoming. I'm getting themes of the fact that you're going to grow in your wisdom. You're going to grow in your wisdom, Pile 1. You're going to understand some things, okay? And this knowledge is going to allow you to graduate. It's going to allow you to flower. It's going to allow you to blossom. And in India, the elephant symbolizes Ganesha, which is a god that you beseech or big offerings to when in India when you need help in trampling some type of problem you've been having. Okay. So I get the feeling that your problems are going to be easily overcome, or a problem is going to become easily overcome in April 2026. It's going to have to do with something flowering, something thriving, something blooming, something, maybe money will be coming in on something specifically that you're working on, that you invested yourself in, that you're ambitious about. Money's going to be coming in April 2026. And I feel like, you've had trouble with it. You've had trouble in a sense of maybe it wasn't flowing before, and now I feel like it most definitely is. This could have to do with a domicile or a home that you're building for yourself or that you want, or it could be a problem having to do with your home or having to do with your fertility or your ability to manifest something for yourself. And I see that this problem is going to be trampled in April 2026. And the results I'm seeing here are a new job, or something taking root and growing, or money coming in, or getting a new home, getting a new apartment, getting a new place to stay that you're going to love. Like, interesting. Okay, let's move on to your next piece of good news coming in for you, April 2026, my beautiful Pile 1. We have the 6 of Swords. So with the 6 of Swords, I'm getting that... Again, oh my gosh, we got Chiron. Someone's in a boat here, moving something through, right? We're making progress. We're getting away from something that sucked, moving towards better things. So you're going to be moving towards better things, Pile 1, okay? Something you didn't like, you're leaving it behind. You're leaving it behind. Maybe it could be a phase of your life. It could be someone. It could be a situation that you didn't like, okay, that made you feel uncomfortable, or made you feel bullied, or made you feel like a sense of conflict either with yourself or with others. All right, let's take a look at your oracle card for this column. We have the road trip. Okay. Yeah, I see a journey. Definitely. Pile 1. You're going to be taking some kind of trip, going somewhere, getting away from something, getting away from someone. Maybe a well-deserved vacation or a trip. Just a getaway. Getting to escape. I think you were stuck somewhere. Pile 1. You're stuck with something, with someone, a situation, or a frame of mind, and you're going to be moving out of that place. Okay, let's get more information. You may literally be going on a road trip that you've been wanting to go on for a while. Okay, we got truth. Okay, truth. Right, so truth will come to you. Yeah, I'm getting that you're going to get some clarity in April 2026, pile 1. You're going to get clarity about something. Clarity about which direction you should go, which direction you should be headed. And no more confusion, no more dealing with people who are sneaky, or dealing with bullies, or dealing with a quagmire of a situation, right? Where you were stuck and no way to get out of a certain situation. I see that you're going to be relocating. It could be that maybe you're dealing with people who are bullying you, and you're going to be getting a chance to get away from them and get to a place where there's peace and clarity. Peace and clarity, I tell you, pile 1, okay? And it's a beautiful thing. You're going to be going to a very beautiful place, pile 1. The end result is you're going to get away from these soggy, crappy emotions of that. I'm getting like buckets of tears or sadness, you know, just no bueno, okay? And you're going to be moving towards a place where, I mean, it's like the grass is greener, and the wind is blowing through the trees, and the weather is pleasant, and everything is great for you, pile 1. Let's get the last word on this with the tea leaf cards. Be right back. What good news is coming into pile 1's life in April 2026? Thank you, spirit guides. Okay, we got that one. All right, let's take a look. We have younger woman, dealings or relationship with a younger woman. Okay, so I'm getting pile 1. This may have had to do with a friend. Maybe you are dealing with people or someone, maybe someone immature. And I see that you're going to be, if that's the case, then you're getting away from this immaturity and moving towards a more mature people, mature, stable, wise people and situations. Okay. And I get the feeling too that you're going to be holding on to your youth. I feel like the situation you were dealing with, or person you were dealing with, was kind of like draining you. And this could, like I said, this could be a state of mind kind of thing too. You could maybe be letting go of an old state of mind and moving towards a more peaceful, more mature state of mind, leaving behind that, and thereby holding on to your youth. You know, a lot of times when we are faced with stressful situations, or we're dealing with stressful situations poorly, it can age us, right? It can take our youth away. And I feel the good news for you, pile 1, is that you're going to be, you know, letting go of these stressful things and holding on to your youth, holding on to your youthful looks. I'm getting a more specific message too, that you're going to be going to go visit a friend, finally, that you've been wanting to visit, or going to go visit, maybe you have shared custody, and you're going to be going to your, visiting your child, or your daughter, or your son, doesn't matter. It's just visit a place where your inner child can come out to play and feel safe. Your inner child can come out. Maybe you can going back to a place where you grew up. Maybe you're going to be going back to your hometown, and it's just going to make you feel so peaceful. It's going to be idyllic. Pile 1. A place of beauty, a place of calm, a place where your little child can come out and go play in the prairie again, you know, like you did when you were a little girl or a little boy. So there's definitely a few messages coming through there for you. Next, we're getting in the next column, we got the 2 of Wands. Okay, someone's wanting to be bold, and I'm seeing, you know, maybe there was a hesitation as far as making some type of big decision. Okay, let's get this has to do with some type of big decision you were going to be making. Maybe you were trying to decide, should I remain in my comfort zone or strike out and be bold and go check out something else, or try something new, or expand my territory, or, you know, reach beyond my comfort zone about something or someone or some situation. We're getting the Keeper of the Scales, fairness and balance. All right. So pile 1, what I'm seeing for you is that I feel like maybe someone was hesitant about you, or hesitant about choosing you. And I see that in April 2026, you know, the situation is going to land on, they'll be fair to you, or a balanced decision will be made. You're going to make a balanced decision when it comes to, you know, striking out on your own, or expanding your territory, or doing more, or being bold, or taking a bold step out to go do something. You're going to make a good decision about it. April 2026. If there's another person involved, and I feel like this person is going to be fair to you. Okay, they can be fair to you, treat you correctly in light of this situation. Okay, let's get another oracle card, which is actually a tarot card, but it's very unique tarot deck, so I kind of treat it like an oracle card. We have I live a rich life, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so pile, I mean, this is amazing. This is amazing. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is amazing to see this here. Okay, there is some type of decision that you have been worried, should I do this, should I not do this, should I do this, should I not do this, I don't know. And I feel like you're going to be making a decision, okay, that has serious consequences, big consequences, and the outcome is going to be that you're going to end up bringing lots of money into your life. Okay, April 2026, something you're going to be cooking up. It's going to be attracting wealth into your life, something you're cooking up. Okay, I feel also like you may make a decision to leave home. That's possible, and you're going to end up choosing a place, Power One, that treats you fairly, that is very balanced, is a good match for you, a good match for what you're able to give the situation, a good match for you, a place that will treat you in a balanced way, and it's going to attract and bring wealth, stability into your life as well. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, specifically financial stability. Okay, I'm seeing being rooted, financial stability. I'm seeing, being grounded in a home or a situation or a building that, it feels like you're going to end up in some type of situation, Power One, in April 2026, that is really good for you. Really, really good for you. It's going to land you in the right spot. The decision you made to move on from something, or the choice you're going to make, is going to reward you richly. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, next we have the 8 of Wands. I feel like you're going to make some type of decision, and you may have been sort of dilly-dallying and kind of concerned about which way to go, but once you make that decision, Power One, the decision you're going to make is going to bring stability into your life. Okay, a feeling of being deeply rooted, planted, grounded, and like you're getting a lot and that there's more to come. Okay, all right, so we got the 8 of Wands. Yeah, something's gonna happen very quickly for you. You may get some kind of message. I keep getting messages coming in, or it could be multiple incoming messages, multiple comments, multiple responses, or just rapid action of some type, movement. So perhaps you've been doing a lot of something, or something's going to be happening for you very quickly in April 2026. Let's get more information. We have Temperance. Okay, we got someone in the controls here. Volume, it says turning up the volume, but it's on also, yeah, in the car radio. Snow Agate, Temperance. Yeah, I feel like what's going to happen is something's going to be dialed into in a way that makes you more comfortable. Okay, perhaps you're going to be heard more. Okay, perhaps you're going to be responded to more. Perhaps someone's going to want to hear from you. Changes are going to be quickly made that suit you. You're going to get some information or activities that are going to be done that are suitable for you. Okay, actions are going to be taken that are going to be to your liking, or going to be to your specifications. What is something you're wanting? Okay, I mean, it could apply to a lot of situations. It could be a house project, something you're building. It could be you're waiting to hear back from certain people, and you're gonna get, maybe you asked or requested for something, and it's gonna be a deluge or flurry of activities that is to your liking. You'll be met in the middle with something. Okay, we have the Devil. Okay, wow. It has to do with a situation where I feel like something is going to rapidly happen for you, Pile 1. It has to do with feeling entangled with something or someone that you don't like. Something or someone that had chained you, bound you. Okay? And I feel like you're going to receive some adjustments very quickly in April 2026 to this thing that was binding you, that was making you feel like you were stuck. Again, we're getting this vibe. You're stuck with something, but adjustments are going to be made. Actions are going to be taken to help free you of this uncomfortable situation. Let me get, I forgot to get the tea leaf card for this. Let me get more information on this column here. Spirit guides, what good news is coming into Pile 1's life in April 2026? Oops. Spirit guides, what? Okay, we'll go with that one. Spirit guides, what good news is going to be coming into pile 1's life in April 2026? Okay, so let's back it up a little bit. We talked a lot about this decision you're going to be making that's going to end up bringing good things into your life. Maybe the decision you make will land you in a situation where someone is treating you very well. Okay, you're going to be treated very fairly. Okay, maybe it could be a legal situation too, where a decision is going to be made in your favor that supports your life. A legal decision. Okay, it could be someone is the one. It could be someone else who's trying to make a decision in your life that will affect and impact your finances. And I feel like it's going to go a good way. Okay, it's going to go in a good way. We have carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Again, we keep getting this trip. You could be taking some type of trip somewhere or making some type of transition in your life. Having to do with, it could be a legal matter. You're waiting to hear back on a legal result and it's going to be in your favor. You're going to feel included, Pile 1. You're going to feel included in some type of legacy or heritage or tradition. And this decision you made to travel somewhere, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Or this decision you made to move, relocate, transition, or move on from a certain habit pattern, or whatever it is. Okay, this kind of shift is being made, and it's going to land you in a very good place and in a very good way. April 2026. Okay, it's a good decision. It's a good adjustment. I can see the scales, the weights, being adjusted. We got dealings or relationship with a woman. We keep getting this. There's something either about a third party, someone you're dealing with, who it's like, it could be a person or a woman specifically. If not, they could be a man. We're getting a lot of people, either third parties involved in your situation. It has to do with other people. And I feel like you're going to, these people you're dealing with are going to make decisions that support you moving in the right direction. Okay. Specifically here with this column, pile 1, what I'm seeing is that someone may be helping you with getting things moving along in a certain direction, maybe making you feel heard, making you feel seen, making you helping you make an adjustment that helps you become disentangled from something that wasn't good for you. Okay, or someone or a situation that wasn't good for you. Okay, let's keep it moving here and get more information. Oh my goodness. The next card is the Devil. That might have not been a coincidence, but let's see what's coming through for you. We have wind chimes. Okay, I do feel like there's some sort of let me redo this column so I can get more clarity for you, pile 1. And everything I've said still stands, okay? But I'm wanting to sort of gain more clarity here. We have the 8 of Wands, we have Temperance, we got the wind chimes. I keep getting sounds, the volume, we got the wind chimes making those beautiful sounds. I feel like you're going to be hearing something that's like music to your ears, pile 1. Music to your ears, April 2026. You're going to hear some piece of news on the radio that's going to be, you're going to be like, what? Like incoming news that's going to make you feel like, I can't believe I just heard that. Good news having to do with it's going to bring you a lot of peace and harmony. Spirit guys, could you tell me more about this? What good news is coming into pile 1's life in April 2026? Okay, we'll go with that one. Whale, great worry over nothing. Could be something you were worrying a lot about. Something you've been worrying a lot about. You're going to find out, you're going to get some piece of news that is clear that it's okay, it's not a big deal. It's not going to be what you thought it was, okay? And it's going to bring you so much peace. So much peace. If this is like domestic instability, I can see with the 8 of Wands, this is like there's something that's been happening that you're not liking. And I feel like an adjustment is going to be made and peace and harmony is going to flow into your life. And these arguments or disagreements or conflict, it could be like, just like something's been happening. Something's been happening frequently that you don't like. And I feel like it's got you worried. But in April 2026, an adjustment's going to be made. And this is going to become better for you. Okay. Next, we're getting the Devil. Could be a toxic situation you're dealing with too. It's a toxic situation that you're dealing with. I feel like something was very loud and you're going to be able to reduce the volume on this thing too. That's what I'm getting. And you're just going to be like, peace. So I feel like you may have been dealing with a toxic situation with this next piece of good news here. Toxic person, toxic coworker, toxic habit pattern even. Could be internal to you. Someone materialistic, could be an addiction or someone. Yeah, let's keep it moving here. We got evening dress. Okay. Someone's going out partying. Someone's looking glamorous. So I am getting that maybe for some of y'all, maybe you are feeling addicted to something that was preventing you from looking your best. Okay. Addicted to a certain situation. It could be maybe you were addicted to sitting down a lot, and you're going to be getting up and going for more walks in April, and that's going to bring you down to a certain dress size or clothing, a certain size or measurements that you're looking for. It could be maybe there's certain substances that you were feeling very strongly attached to, and I see you sort of letting go of this and glowing up, in April 2026. That's going to be successful. You letting go, your efforts to disentangle yourself from a situation that was keeping you from looking your best, being your best, and glowing up. Okay, you're going to be glowing up successfully in April 2026. We got leadership. I lead to awaken potential, expand possibility, and co-create a better future for myself and others. So you're going to take charge, pile 1. You're going to take charge of a certain situation, or someone's going to take charge of a certain situation for you. Okay, perhaps you were dealing with someone who's very toxic, but I feel like someone in a role of leadership. Now just take this all as it resonates and apply it to your situation. Leave the rest for others. Pile 1. I feel like someone in a role of leadership might step in and identify that you're dealing with something toxic. Could be a toxic coworker, or a work situation that's not good for you, or a life situation that's not good for you, and someone's going to take responsibility and step up and help you detach or help remove whatever this is out of your life. Okay, and I feel like the end result is going to be perhaps this negative thing was impacting your clothes. Maybe it was ruining a closet full of clothes. Maybe you're dealing with a neighbor that has that stores crap in upstairs and it's staining your clothes. I don't know. There's something about being your beauty or your beautiful things being negatively impacted by some toxic person, and someone stepping up to get this to stop. Okay, it could be you. And it's going to yield beautiful results. Okay, let's get more information. Spirit guides, what is the good news coming into pile 1's life in April 2026? Okay, we got that one. We have ear, good news. Yeah. So I feel like someone's going to give you some good news about a situation where you were feeling like, oh my gosh, when will I be free of this person? This person who maybe talks down about my creativity, or talks down about my looks, or is doing something that's impacting me negatively, or this friend, can you please move this person? Maybe cortisol. Maybe this person is driving up cortisol in your system, and you're going to hear good news that this person has been removed, or the situation's been ended, and you're just going to be feeling fabulous. The news alone is going to make all your stress go away and make you feel like you are the belle of the ball again, okay, or the beau of the ball, okay. Perhaps someone was raiding on your parade, making it seem like you weren't all that, but or impacting your beauty, or the way how good you look to others, or how good you look to yourself. Maybe they were saying negative things. Maybe you have a coworker or a friend who, you make some progress, you put on a nice dress, and maybe you make some progress. It's just an example, okay? You make some progress in your weight loss journey, you put on a nice dress, and you're like, look, I've lost some pounds. And they're like, yeah. You got some ways to go, and they're just a Debbie Downer, or someone who just doesn't want you to feel good for some reason, maybe because they feel like crap themselves. And but I feel like this is going to change for you, pile 1. It's going to change. You're going to be hearing good things from this person, possibly. In a few of y'all's cases, you might start hearing good things instead of negative and toxic things, all right, about a certain situation. Maybe there's a party you wanted to go to, and you've been hearing news that's making you realize that this party's in danger, and you're not going to be able to go, or you're not going to be able to attend, or maybe the party's going to go on, but there's someone standing in your way, and I feel like this obstacle or this person is going to be removed, and you'll be able to go off and party and look beautiful and look your best, pile 1. And that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you, pile 1, as far as what good news is coming into your life in April 2026. I hope it made sense. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. If it resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to claim the blessings in this reading, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think in the our comment section. I would love to chat with you. Okay, take good care of yourself, and I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye. Welcome to your reading, pile 2. So what good news is coming into your life in April 2026? All right, let's move your number over to the left. You chose this cloud with the pink lightning bolt. And you may or may not have chosen Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. Okay, so pile 2. So I feel like I'm getting like a lack of permanence about something. So it's something you didn't like, okay? Something that was threatening to rain on your parade, threatening to ruin a good time. Something was threatened. Like an example, maybe there's been something in your life that you've been wanting to do, but you've been getting like bad news that maybe they're not going to be able to help you with this thing, and you've been feeling like that thing is threatened. Not that for sure that they're not going to do it, but you've been feeling like, it looks like I might not be getting this thing I want, or these people might not be coming through for me, or something like this. And I feel like in April 2026, the good news is that it's going to work out for you. Okay, it's going to work out for you. I feel like someone's going to love you or love what you do. And it's going to shock and surprise you. Well, not anymore anyway, now that you see this reading. But they're just going to come in very quickly and say, make an appearance, contact you just out of the blue and say, hey, pal 2, we and I feel like this is when you're deep in the doldrums and feeling kind of down about, I think I'm not gonna have this thing happen. I've heard some news that this might not happen for me, or this is gonna fall through, or this is not gonna work out for me, or whatever. And you're going to get news that that's not true. In fact, whatever you're doing is loved, or that you're loved, or that someone who loves the situation that you're involved in is going to come through and make sure that that thing happens for you. Okay, very interesting. Okay, very interesting message. I am getting also that, there's something you feel like is going to be ruined, or something is not going to work out. Maybe you're planning an event and you've heard that maybe you were planning an event on a certain day and you heard that there's going to be really bad weather, and you're like, oh my gosh, I've been planning this event for months now, and all this, but something good is going to happen about this. Okay, and you might be concerned that it's not going to work out, but something good, you're going to hear something good, or something good's going to happen about this in regards to this in the month of April 2026. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, you're going to be getting to tell your truth. You're going to be getting to maybe solve a problem, or I'm just getting like a no nonsense vibe from you, pile 2. Like you just made up your mind about something. You're like, I'm not interested in this, or in doing something a certain way, or I'm no longer putting up with these shenanigans, and I don't, I'm drawing the line here, or or just speaking your truth about something. Interesting. All right, let's get your oracle card and get more information. We have home. This has to do with a home. Okay, could be your house, or it could be a place that maybe you're saying, I no longer want this going on in my house any longer, or you're saying, I'm gonna speak my truth about where it is I want to live. I'm not gonna hide that anymore. Let's get more information. We'll put this all together. We have Harahel, the all-pervading god. Intellectual richness. That goes along with the intelligence of the Queen of Swords. Protects fertility of women. Makes children respectful toward their parents. Okay, so I'm getting like a no-nonsense vibe from you, pile 1. You put your foot down about something. Maybe something was happening in your house that you didn't like, or someone was behaving a certain type of way, and you're like, in this house, we do it this way. Or maybe you were letting something you're letting some things happen, and I feel like you've finally spoken your truth about this thing, pile 2. And in the month of April 2026, you're going to find that someone's going to be respectful of what it is that you're saying. They're going to respect your stance and how you're wanting to go about this. Okay, so it could be your home, it could be at work, it could be in some type of organization. Okay, let's get a tea leaf card on this to get more information. Okay, what good news is coming into pile 2's life in April 2026? Let's get that green one. We're getting career. So this has to do with your career for some of y'all. Okay, it could be at work. All right, and at work, there's something that you have been honest about, that you let people know where you stand on, and I feel like it's going to be honored. Okay, for example, you may have told your boss, I've been putting up with these crappy work conditions, and I've been doing it for months and months and months, and I'm not going to do it anymore. If this doesn't change, I'm going to quit because I got to prioritize my mental health, or something like this. And I feel like that's going to be honored and respected, and you're going to get what you want in April 2026. Pile 2. So there's something you've been communicating and speaking your truth on, and it's going to lead to your situation flowering. Maybe there was something getting in the way of your earnings, something that was blocking your earnings, and you're just going to be like, no, I need to let them know that this is not okay, and that this has been getting in the way of my money. And so I feel like they're going to take you seriously. They're going to obey you, and because they don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose your intelligence, and they don't want to lose your wisdom. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So this could be a career, it could be a relationship, it could be just an organization that you're a part of, something where you have an official role, or some place where you have a role that people cannot deny that is the role that you have in that situation. Okay, whether it's official or not, that is the role that you are playing in the situation, and it's an important one. And I feel like you've done a lot of good work, and that's why you're going to be honored, Pile 2. That's why you're going to be obeyed. Okay, she who must be obeyed. I just got that. Very interesting. Or he who must be obeyed, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your next tarot card. We have the 10 of Cups. Okay. Yeah, you're going to be receiving either love, or you're going to be receiving agreement or something like this. Anyways, you got the 10 of Cups. So your next piece of good news has something to do either with your family, or has something to do with the harmony in your family, or the type of good feelings you're going to be experiencing in April 2026. Some type of good feeling. Perhaps you're going to be reunite with your family, or have a family get together, and you're going to love it. I don't know. Let's get more information. We have grays, short. Okay, the short grays. Timid, misunderstood, and shy. Okay. Perhaps there's been a family outing you don't want to go to because, or maybe there's family members who hadn't showed up in the past because they have some type of issue. Maybe they feel, I'm getting groups here. Okay. Maybe, you've been dealing with people who don't want to tell you how they actually feel. Don't want to tell you that they love you. Maybe you've been dealing with a group of people like this. It could be they're not saying that because they're timid, because they don't understand what it is, will have to say certain things to you. Or it could be that you're timid and shy about hanging out with a certain group of people. That's coming through also. So just take it as it resonates, leave the rest for others. We got groups here as well. We got a restaurant. So pile 2, I do feel like there's a group you've been maybe feeling shy about hanging out with, but I feel like you're going to be getting together with these people. You are. I think part of what was getting in the way is that these people, it's like they don't want to tell you how much they love you, how much they want you, how much they miss you. And I feel like you are going to, the good news coming to you, pile 2, is that they're going to invite you. Okay. These people are going to finally reach out and say, actually, we really do like you. Maybe they won't say we like you, but they'll just say, hey, can you come hang out with us, please? We'd love to have you around. We want your company. And so this would be their way of saying, I love you, pile 2. We love you. We love what you bring to the table, and we miss you, So let's go ahead and pull a tea leaf card and get more information on this column. What good news is coming into pile 2's life in April 2026? Oh, that one fell out. We got egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. Okay. So it looks like there's a group you've been working towards reconnecting with, or maybe there's a group that you work with, and I feel like they're finally going to be more warm and inviting towards you. They're not going to keep their distance anymore. They're going to be like, you know what, we need to do better than this. We need to reach out to pile 2 and tell pile 2 to come eat out with us, or come hang out with us, or let's do some type of harmonizing activity, rather than, I'm getting like maybe possibly cliquish behavior or something like this, where, because one person is treating you a certain way, the rest of the group joins in and treats you that way, and they can't think as individuals. They got to work as a group for some reason, which is just silly. But I just get the feeling that you're going to be valued, pile 2. You're going to be valued by this group. They're going to realize, oh my gosh, pile 2 is the golden egg. What are we doing? And they're going to cherish you. They're going to want to pull you into the fold, and they're going to want to invite you in, or maybe even serve you food. Maybe you might get invited to a party. Perhaps people that had been formerly been cold or aloof or distant towards you are going to invite you to a party in April 2026, and it's going to make you really happy. It's going to make you feel, like a sense of reassurance about the situation. Okay, it could be maybe, I'll give you an example. You move into a new school, and you're living in the dormitories, and there's a group of kids that hang out, and they never talk to you, they never include you, and I see that they will include you. Maybe they'll reach out and say something to you. They'll stop treating you like a stranger and say, hey, come hang out with us. And they'll, whatever snacks everyone's having, they'll give you one, So I see a sense of inclusion here. I see a sense of being treated like you're valued. That's coming up for you in April 2026, my beautiful pile 2. Next, we're getting the 4 of Wands. Again, a get-together, a party of some kind is definitely coming up for you, pile 2. Wow. So you may be having a reunion, like I mentioned. There's a happy family type of vibe. I'm also getting like domestic happiness or stability coming in for you, pile 2. Wow. Okay, let's move on to your next oracle card. We got the comfort pet. Yeah, you're going to be treated very comfortably. You're going to be petted. You're going to be treated comfortably. You're going to feel like you belong. You're going to be treated well. You're going to be soothed. I'm also getting like for some of you, pile 2, you're going to be getting a pet. You might be getting a dog or a pet. That's very specific. Just take it as it resonates and be able to bring it home. Perhaps it's a dog you've been wanting, or maybe you've been wanting to get your animal back, and you're going to go get your pet. Next, we're getting embracing. Exactly. Look, embracing, and we got comfort. So I feel like maybe you're going to be embraced and brought into the fold. You're going to be, they're going to stop treating you like a lone wolf or a lone dog or a lone bird, and you're going to be invited into a place. Maybe you're going to go to a party, and you're going to go from feeling lonely and kind of isolated, even though you're feeling great. You're feeling great, okay? Pile 2, that's what I'm seeing for you. In fact, you might even enjoy your own company. You are surrounded by beautiful things. You have a beautiful life, pile 2, okay? But I do see that the good news for you in April 2026 is that you're going to receive an invitation to come to an event. So that's going to be a break from the normal, where you have an opportunity to go hang out with other people. Okay, some kind of a festivity or event, or some sort of, maybe a celebration of some type of milestone, like a birthday party. Yeah, I just feel like you may recover something you lost, or recover an animal you lost. Maybe you lost your dog or your cat. You're going to be finding them again in April 2026. You kept your eyes peeled, and you've been looking for a while, maybe. And while you're taking a rest and being like, all right, I'm going to not look right now, I'm tired. All of a sudden your dog will turn up, or someone will show up, and you'll be able to take your dog in time to a party or an event that you've been wanting to go to. Very specific, I know, guys, but just apply to your situation as it fits and leave the rest for others. I feel like you're going to be viewed as very beautiful in April 2026, pile 2. I mean, gorgeous energy. Your body's going to be banging. And I feel like it's not about, but you don't need to look like a model, pile 2, for this to be true about you. You may have had some improvements though, or dress in such a way that that causes people to notice. Okay. And I'm getting that, you're going to be viewed as beautiful in April 2026, pile 2. Beautiful. You may be getting to move into a really nice apartment, or some type of nice, beautiful building. Got a house surrounded by beautiful plants here. Okay, like an ivy or something. We got a beautiful house here surrounded by flowers, fir trees, pink flowers. So I feel like you may end up moving into a very beautiful house, very, very beautiful home. And you will find it. Perhaps you're looking for a place to live, and you're going to find exactly what it is that you're looking for. Next, we have the Lovers. Okay, so this has something to do with a great choice that you're going to be making. A big choice. It's going to, and it's going to decide a lot, whatever this choice is that you make. Okay, you may stumble into your romantic soulmate, or meet someone that you're very compatible with, or have a strong sexual connection with in April 2026. I'm just getting like maybe you might meet someone in April 2026, then y'all gonna have this steamy, hot relationship, or maybe it'll just be for a season or something. But I do see one coming through for you, and if you're already in a relationship, I see a resurgence of these sort of loving, sexually charged attraction feelings coming back up in the relationship, like a resurgence, if you will. We got the Fire Prince, optimism and aggression. Someone's gonna have the hots for you, pile 2, in April 2026. Someone is going to be on fire over you, pile 2. Yeah, they're gonna feel like when they're near you, they feel turned on. When they think of you, they will feel excited and inflamed, and they're just gonna be full of just hot fire for you. Next we got, I keep at it, I keep getting better. Oh my gosh, I forgot to get a tea leaf card for this column here about you finding a place to live, or bringing your dog home, or being invited to some type of event. Okay, could be one that you've been wanting to be a part of. I feel like this is it's gonna bring a certain spark into your life, pile 1. Let me go ahead and get a tea leaf card for this. What good news is coming into pile 1's life in April 2026? What good news is going to be coming into pile, oh my goodness, let me try that again. What good news is going to be coming into pile 2's life in April 2026? What good news is going to be, okay, we're getting yeah, you're gonna be invited. You're gonna be invited, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Yeah, you're gonna be invited into someone's home, and you're gonna be treated well. Someone's gonna be like, oh, pile 2, you're so sweet, you're so nice, or just gonna be treated with very comfortably. Or you may move into a really nice place that you've been wanting to be a part of. Maybe you applied to move into an apartment or condo, and you're going to receive an invitation like, okay, you're good, we've looked at your application, we've looked at all your stuff, you're welcome to come in, move your things in. Or maybe you've been applying for maybe you have a pet deposit and you want to get your pet to come live with you, and you're kind of wondering, will they allow me to bring my pet in here? And I know that's very specific, but if that's your case, your pet will be accepted into this property for sure. That's what I'm seeing. The Lovers, the Fire Prince. Yes. Someone's gonna be very optimistic about you. I'm now back onto this relationship. I keep at it, I keep getting better. The 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, pile 1, what I'm seeing for you as far as good news coming into your life in April 2026 is that you're going to be working on your beauty. You're going to be working on how you look, and it's going to bring you an attractive suitor. A man or mate or potential mate who's going to be just on fire for you because of the way you look. Yeah, I'm seeing makeup, the way you've been prepping yourself, the way you've been making yourself look. That's what I'm seeing, is that you're going to be attracting some suitors. It might be multiple suitors. You're going to get attention. You're going to get male attention or romantic attention from 2 different people or sources, all because you decide to step up the way you style your hair, style your face, the way you dress. Okay, all because of that. And so that's good news coming in for you. This is something you've been wanting. We have gavel, involvement with the law. So you're going to be paying attention to certain rules. And doing that is going to pay off for you because, I feel like, decisions are going to be made in your favor. Okay? People are going to see you and decide that you're the truth. Okay? People are going to see you and decide that's the one I want. Everyone be quiet. Pile 2 is the one I want. Okay? And you might be dealing with, there's people around this person in April 2026 who are telling or saying or having all kinds of objections to you being the one, all this, but they're going to silence them. Okay? This person who chooses you in April 2026 is going to silence the opposition and shut them up, okay, and say, this is who I want though. And they're going to be harsh with these people. They're going to be aggressive and be like, no, you're wrong. Pile 2 is gorgeous, pile 2 is hot, and pile 2 is going to be mine regardless of what you say, regardless of how you act. So I do feel, I'm also getting pile 2 that maybe someone's been harassing y'all. Maybe someone's been harassing you or harassing you and your mate. And I feel that the law is going to get involved with this situation and they're going to be put in check. That's right. So it could be as simple as security officers, or the cops will be called, or it could be jail, or I don't know what it's going to be, but what it's going to take. But their actions are going to be called into question. This aggressive, sort of like in your face behavior is going to be addressed by someone with authority. pile 2. Someone with authority. Next, we're getting the 8 of Wands. Oh, you might want to watch pile 1 because the 8 of Wands there too. But this is the 8 of Wands. This is about, lots of activity, fast activity. Actually, it says fast movement, energetic, exciting times, infatuation, impulsive, and results. There's something you've been doing very quickly or working very quickly on. It could be your exercise, you've been exercising, or something has happened very quickly. And your good news has something to do with this. We got heartache, right? Okay. So perhaps news about your heartache has spread. Perhaps you're feeling like you want to move about very quickly and stay very busy because you're hurt about something. You don't want to sit around and ruminate on this thing. You want to stay busy. And I feel like that's what's going to be happening for you. Yeah, exactly. Legs moving, stepping into a new experience. You're going to be letting go of this person who hurt you, a situation who hurt you. And you're going to be moving forward with your life, pal. 2, you're going to take a step into a different kind of situation, and you're going to be enjoying your life. Okay, you're going to be enjoying your life free of these attacks. I'm also getting pile 2 that some of you're dealing with someone who causes you heartache. You're dealing with someone who stresses you out, who's impulsive, who's hard to be around. And I feel like this person, they're going to end up going to jail. Yes, or they're going to end up being confined. Because I think there's something wrong with this person, pile 2. Something might be wrong with them. Okay, let's get more information. Spirit guides, what good news is coming into pile 2's life in April 2026? Next, we have chain of events that will affect your life. Yeah, this person's going to be chained down to a certain part of the world. I'm getting jail vibes. There's someone who's been causing you problems, pile 2, and they're going to, in the month of April 2026, they're going to be restricted. I'm getting like restraining order vibes. I'm getting like going to jail. I'm getting just, house arrest vibes. Like just this idea that someone that's been causing you stress is going to be told, you stay, okay? And, or you cannot leave this area, and they'll be stuck there. They will. They will not be able to come after you, bother you, none of that, okay? Let's move on here. It says, we're getting our next piece of, and final piece of good news coming for you in April 2026 is the Emperor. Oh my gosh, can you look at that body? Look at all the tattoos. Goodness. This is someone in power, pile 2. Someone who plays a role of leadership and taking charge. I'm getting that maybe this has to do with someone like this in your life, or perhaps you are becoming more disciplined. You are becoming more structured, okay? And your good news has something to do with this. We got slime. Interesting. Wow. Okay, slime. And intuitive wisdom. Yeah. So someone's, yeah, I feel like, these are also protective energies. I feel like you may have been dealing with a slime ball. You may have been dealing with someone who is slippery and an ass, and I feel like there's someone in your life, perhaps your husband, perhaps your brother, perhaps they're just going to stand up for you, or they're just going to show up and be present. That'll be enough to shut these people up, okay? And I feel like it says here, intuitive wisdom, the universe speaks to me in every moment, and I am attuned to its infinite wisdom and intelligence. Pile 2, I feel like you may be dealing with someone who you find to be very annoying, but also very attractive. And you're going to be finding your balance. Okay, attractive not just physically, but attractive for what they can do, attractive for their accomplishments, attractive for being protective, attractive for being successful. Okay, and I feel like there's something slimy about this person that's going on, and you're going to, it says, universe speaks to me in every moment, and I'm attuned to its infinite wisdom and intelligence. You're going to find or discover some piece of information about this person that's going to give you the empowerment in the situation that you would like to have, or that it would be good for you to have anyway. Interesting. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and get a tea leaf card for this last column. What good news is coming into pile 2's life in April 2026? What good news is coming into pile 2's life in April 2026? Next, we're getting handshake. I see. So you're going to come, a meeting with a stranger could be important. You're going to perhaps leave this slime ball behind, okay? You're going to follow your intuition, your infinite wisdom and intelligence, that you can tap into at any time. We all have access to this, and I feel like you're going to have to, meeting with a stranger could be important. Yeah, you're going to meet someone who you're going to make a handshake with them and everything. And it has to do with this former scenario of yours where it's like you're dealing with someone very popular or someone very prominent, someone who's ripped to shreds. You're dealing with them, and there's something about their behavior maybe that you don't like, and I feel like you'll be addressing it. You'll be coming to peace with it in April 2026. So I feel, pile 2, that in April 2026 you're going to be meeting a man, okay, or meeting someone important or significant, or come to some type of agreement with this person. Perhaps you've been looking forward to doing this for a long time now. I'm also getting that you will take control of your situation, or perhaps it's very possible, pile 2, that you've been dealing with someone in a position of power who acts like a slime ball, who is not that great. And I'm getting the idea that in April 2026 you're going to come into an agreement with someone who's going to help you handle this situation. Okay, very interesting. Just apply it to your situation as it fits. I feel like it's got several messages in there. Okay, and pile 2. Oops, sorry. In addition, I'm seeing that you'll be getting a pet you want in April 2026. You'll be given a pet that you want in April 2026. It could be a bird, it could be like a parakeet, it could be a puppy, but you're going to be able to, you're either going to receive a pet like this that you've been waiting for, or be able to take it into a home that you've been wanting to take it into. Okay, I know that's very specific, but just apply it as it fits. And that's what I'm seeing for you in your reading today, pile 2, in regards to what good news is coming into your life in April 2026. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If it made sense to you or resonated, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to claim the blessings in this reading, then give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll do my best to respond. Take good care of yourself, okay? And I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye! Welcome to your reading, pile 3. So what good news is coming into your life in April 2026? Let's go ahead and move your number to the left. And you chose, or you may or may not have chosen this flying unicorn or Pegasus type of creature here. Beautiful. We have a Cancer, Libra, an Aquarius zodiac sign or signs. Okay, so pile 3, you're going to manifest some type of success for yourself in April 2026, my beautiful pile 3. It'll have something to do with love or your emotions or a relationship. It could be you make some type of success that brings you a lot of healing and feelings of being cared for. So it could be like you're gonna do well in the love department when it comes to dating or finding a relationship, or in your current relationship. I see that you may find a good friend, or that your friendship is going to become more harmonious. Your friendship or your relationship will become more harmonious, or someone's going to become more compassionate towards you. So maybe you've been dealing with someone who you feel has not been caring towards you or understanding of you, and I feel like they're going to make a change, or they make an improvement in April 2026 towards you. I'm also getting that perhaps this has been a situation where you're dealing with someone you've not been getting along with all that well, and in April 2026 there's going to be like a reunion or getting back together with that person, and it's going to be a loving situation. It's not going to be you getting back with someone toxic. No, it's going to be you maybe having a friendship restored that was getting tested or struggling, or a relationship that was struggling is going to get healed. Yeah, I'm just getting good energy for you in April 2026, pile 3. I'm seeing positivity, joy, happiness coming your way. Something's going to make you very happy, that's for sure. And it has to do with, love, relationships, perhaps even sexuality. You're going to be treated kindly. You may be trusted more, or someone's going to act in a way towards you that's going to restore your faith in them, restore your trust, or heal some type of broken trust. That's possible. I feel like this understanding and truth is going to come back into one of your relationships. Perhaps there'll be forgiveness. Someone may forgive you, or maybe you'll forgive someone. I just see healing. Also just good communication. Maybe a relationship will be restored because of good communication on your part, or perhaps someone you care about is going to make it a point to communicate with you in a healthy way, and harmony will be restored. This could be someone you're in a relationship with. It's very possible. So I'm seeing the healing of a relationship, the strength of a relationship being restored, trust and faith in a relationship. Or I'm also getting like you might meet someone in the romantic sector, someone new who's worthy of your time, worthy of your effort, someone genuine, someone who brings good energy into your life and happiness, someone honorable. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot card. We have the Tower. Wow, this is good news coming into your life, April 2026. Something you were expecting to be whole, something you're expecting to just continue on as it always has been discombobulated. I mean, I'm talking about this has already happened. Okay, something you're currently dealing with, something that maybe someone a situation that you thought was always going to be the same got discombobulated. I'm getting there's some sort of upheaval or disaster that went on, some great disaster, or that caused you to make some type of foundational shift. I'll give you an example. It's like maybe an abrupt end to your career, or maybe there's a program you were relying on, and all of a sudden it came to a sudden end. Okay, you didn't expect it. You didn't expect it to. There's a program you've been part of or relying on that got just, the plug was pulled on this thing, and you depend very heavily on it, or you had made plans that included this program to support your plans, or maybe a sudden realization that a long-held belief that you had is false, or just receiving a notice all of a sudden like, hey, you're being something bad. It had to be something bad. Okay, something shocking that you didn't expect to be the case is, you're having to deal with something like this. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Wow, I'm sorry if you've had to deal with some major inconvenience. Pile 3, we have movement, cockspur, coral tree, movement. And a girl holding on to a swallow here, and she's being airlifted away from, somewhere, maybe receiving a ride to somewhere. Let me see. Let me place that down. 8 of Pentacles, the Cabell. God, the teacher, intellectual talent provides knowledge. So the good news in this situation, pile 3, is that you're going to maybe receive a bailout. Yeah, someone's going to bail you out of the situation that you're in, where, I'm so sorry, pile 3, something shattered your expectations. But I feel like someone's going to come along to provide you some information. Okay? And this information is going to help you understand what is happening. You may also receive assistance in this sort of disaster you've been dealing with in April 2026. Perhaps, it could be your health. Maybe you learned some shocking news about your health. Now, this would have already happened. I'm not predicting this part, okay? I'm just saying that you've been dealing with something where your expectations were knocked asunder, and it's left you reeling. You're like, oh my gosh, is this really what I got to be dealing with? Well, I see that in April 2026, I'm seeing also fights or arguments, possibly. But I'm seeing that in April 2026, there's going to be someone's going to be giving you assistance. Oh my gosh, look, we got wings. So I feel like you're going to get airlifted out of a certain bad situation. You're going to receive a bailout or assistance to help get out of the situation. And it could be work related. Maybe you lost a job. That's possible. And I see that you're going to receive assistance in getting out of this situation. And, I feel like you're very intellectually talented, very knowledgeable, and this is going to be part of what helps your situation. Let's get more information. What good news is coming into Pile 3's life in April 2026? What good news is coming into Pile 3's life in April 2026? Go with that one. Protection for a powerful friend. Exactly. A bailout, assistance. Someone who is a friend of yours is going to assist you in this situation where you lost something major and it's like you're floundering, like your situation is like falling apart in some type of major way. And it might not be your entire life. It could just be like an aspect of your life or a particular situation that you're dealing with. And I see that a friend is going to help support you, airlift you out of this, like it's almost like you're drowning in something. And I see that it's because of a loyal friend that you're going to receive this assistance. It's going to be work related. They're going to work hard to help you. That's what I'm seeing. They're going to work to help you get out of this situation. And I'm really glad to see that for you, Pile 3. Okay, let's move on to your next piece of good news coming into your life in April 2026. We got the Fool card. Yeah, I see a new beginning here. I see innocence. I see wonder. You're going to see something in April 2026, Pile 3, that fills you with wonder. Okay? Perhaps you want to start anew. You want to start anew somehow. You want to start a new situation in life that's got your attention. There's something new you want to do. Okay? You want to maybe begin a new. It could be that after this big downfall, you're now wanting to begin something new. Maybe a career or a new job or a new. Just have a new lease on life. Let's get more information. We have number 25, air, element, philosophy, discrimination, and empathy. Look, here we got the hot air balloon, right? And the Fool card has to do with rock, life breath, which is, if you think about the air that fills the lungs and then you float away. Yeah, you want to get, I'm getting airlifting, There's going to be a new situation where you're getting airlifted out of something. Yeah, I feel like someone's going to have empathy for you, Pile 3. And, I feel like maybe you were in a situation in the past where you're discriminated against. That's possible. But what's going to be happening April 2026 is that someone's going to have empathy for you. And there's going to be sort of like a rescue. Okay? I'm seeing a repeating theme here with you being, airlifted out or carried out of a situation, or maybe flying somewhere, relocating or moving towards something that fills you with wonder. Okay. All right, let's get more information. We have lawyer. Okay, this could be a career as a lawyer, or maybe there's going to be a lawyer that assists you in dealing with some type of situation, or it could be that this is just like a representative of some type. So someone's going to represent you and help lift you. This is about receiving help, Pile 3. You're going to receive some type of assistance, some type of representation. Someone is going to argue for you, on your behalf, for your sake, and is going to do it for free. Okay? They're going to do it for free. They're not going to expect anything. They're just going to help get you out of a certain situation, and it's going to fill you with wonder in April 2026. It's going to herald a new beginning for you. Let's get the tea leaf card to sort of fill this out a little bit. Be right back. What good news is coming into Pile 3's life in April 2026? Cobweb. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. Yeah. So I feel like you've been dealing with something. I feel like whatever went wrong, Pile 3, beyond your control. If you've been having some type of issue where you've been having a hard time recovering from something, it's not your fault. I get that it's not your fault. Okay. And you're going to be protected by something or someone as you deal with this situation. Okay, as you deal with it, you'll be protected and assisted, and it's going to fill you with so much wonder. It's going to help create a new beginning for you, also a new adventure. Okay. All right, let's move on to your second your third piece of good news coming into your life in April 2026. We got the Five of Wands. Again, I'm getting this, when the lightning strikes and things fall out or break down or fall into the ocean. We got the Five of Wands, someone falling off their horse. This horse is bucking the rider, you see. There's resistance here. There's stubbornness here. So it looks like you're dealing with a situation that's been resisting you. You've been trying to stay on top of a certain situation, but it's resisting you. It's like, oh no, you're not going to be riding me. Okay? And I'm so sorry you're dealing with this. Maybe you're dealing with someone very stubborn, very conflicting, or a situation that's refusing to let you dominate, refusing to let you take control. Or perhaps maybe it's not intentional. It's just you're dealing with a hard to control situation right now. Pile 3. That's what you've been dealing with. Okay, let's get more information. We have a spinner, a fidget spinner here. A fidget spinner is a fun little toy. If I were a kid, when these came out, this would have been my favorite toy. When these came out, this would be one of my favorite toys right here. But I see that it's a lot of children's favorite toys. So there's something you really enjoy doing, but it's proving to be difficult for you to sort of. Maybe I'm getting the picture of a child that's trying to play with a fidget spinner, but is struggling to do it correctly, right? It's really fun, but it's like it's a struggle to play with it correctly and have fun with it. Perhaps, this kid hasn't figured out how to spin it correctly. Maybe they're still struggling with hand-eye coordination or something like this, okay? Or perhaps a situation that you thought was going to be easy is not proving to be easy at all. It's proving to be very difficult. Okay, let's move on. We got flow. Well, that's going to be changing. That's going to be changing for you in April 2026, pile 3. I see that you're going to, perhaps there's maybe a job or a situation you're dealing with that's proving to be very difficult, very hard to handle. But I see that it's going to become easy for you to deal with. Pile 3, it's going to become easy. Flow reminds me of when you're doing something, like when you have a job that you enjoy, and so therefore as you do this job it comes easily to you. Okay, this could be a job that you're doing that has been difficult. Perhaps you're butting heads with people there, but I see that in April 2026 it's like it's going to become easier for you to deal with. Let's get more information. Let's see how. Maybe. Okay, Spirit guides, what good news is coming into pile 3's life in April 2026? Okay, so let's get wealth. Okay. Yeah, okay. So here's what I'm picking up on, pile 3, is that there is a situation you've been trying to remain on top of, and it has something to do with your finances, okay? Something to do with your finances. It could be maybe that you were wrestling with the stock market, or you've been trying to hold on to a certain job, or you've been trying to hold on to a certain client, or there's a big client that brings you a lot of money, or you've been trying to it could be more of in a general sense. Maybe you're trying to hold on to your situation to make sure that you don't get knocked off your horse when it comes to your finances. You don't want to fall into poverty. Okay, now there's something you're doing that you want to hold on to that will ensure that you continue to have prosperity, that will ensure that you continue to have an income, okay? Or that you remain on your horse when it comes to becoming wealthy, okay? And I see that you're gonna reach a state of equilibrium and flow with this situation in April 2026, okay? And it's gonna bring you wealth. It's gonna bring you wealth. There's gonna be an inflow, incoming cash, okay, when it comes to this situation that you've been dealing with. And if it's a person, and it's not necessarily a money thing, it could be that there's been a difficult person or a situation you've been dealing with, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with money. It could just be equilibrium and things flowing, things going well. All right, it's like winning the lottery in something. All right, when it comes to specifically like hitting the ball out the park, and maybe you're trying to get a car to work. Maybe you're a mechanic, okay, and you've been trying to get this car to work, and you're trying to fix all the parts. You're doing it yourself. It's a DIY project. But then maybe in April 2026 you will find a missing part that you've been looking for, and then you find the missing part, you procure it, go get it, and put it in the car. and then everything starts to flow. The engine starts to flow. And this would mean wealth coming to your life, because all of a sudden you have a running car. Okay, you have an additional car that's running, a car that can take you to go run errands, or a car that can be sold and you can make profit, or whatever it is. Okay, so it's this kind of energy, it's this kind of idea. Very interesting. Okay, I'm happy for you. Let's move on to your fourth piece of good news coming into your life in April 2026. We have the 10 of Swords. Okay, and then we're getting something looks like something horrible came to an end. Something horrible came to an end. Something that was hurting you, something that was a problem, came to a close. I feel like that's what's going to be happening for you in April 2026. Something that's been bothering you, something that's been stressing you out, is going to come to an end in April 2026. Yeah, I feel like someone who was trying to hurt you, or a situation that was trying to damage you or attack you, is going to experience failure, is going to collapse and experience defeat. Okay, so I feel like maybe people were ganging up against you, or someone wanted to do something against you, and it's not going to go well in April 2026. Someone's set against you. Okay, we got the resting tree, patience and stillness. Again, more of this energy, like, I feel like someone was attacking you. Someone maybe not good looking, maybe an ugly person. That's just for some of you, okay? Was attacking you in the past, but now it's like they're going to be attacking themselves into a state of inertia, okay? They're not going to have any energy left to come after you or attack you in any way, okay? That's going to be done. This is someone who used to attack you a lot in the past, someone who used to really bother the shit out of you. And they're not going to be doing it anymore in the month of April 2026. And the reason they're not going to be doing it anymore is because they're depleted. They're just done. They're donezo. Okay. Let's see. We got, I admit defeat. Exactly. The Tower. So I feel like maybe this has been a long-standing issue. It could be your health. Maybe you had a long-standing health issue that's no longer going to be bothering you. Maybe you gave it some type of treatment that's going to completely, if you were concerned about this illness I used to have, is it done with? It's done. It's done. Pile 3. Okay. Or it could be there was an enemy of yours, someone who used to attack you. They're going to turn that attacking onto themselves. They're no longer going to be attacking you. They're going to let you rest. They're going to leave you alone. You're going to have peace when it comes to this person or the situation. Okay. And it's because they're done. They've been defeated either by something you did or by something someone else did in the past. All right. Let's get some additional information about this situation. Spirit guides, what good news is coming into Pile 3's life in April 2026? Spirit guides, what good news is coming into Pile 3's life in April 2026? We'll go with that one. We have Beetle, good fortune. Yeah. So, you're going to have, this is a thing of good fortune here that you're dealing with. Okay. This person that was attacking you. Okay. Someone scary, someone ugly too, for some of y'all. That's your perception of them. Very unattractive. Okay. Has stopped attacking you and is now attacking themselves. Okay. This could be an enemy of yours that was unrelenting when it came to bothering you or saying nasty things to you or saying triggering things to you, is now pointing that nasty mouth of theirs at themselves in the month of April 2026, and they're hurting themselves somehow. Okay. This could be in the form of overeating or, eating unhealthy substances or turning their negativity onto themselves rather than at you. And it's because they were defeated in some type of showdown. Again, the tower is coming up twice. Some type of showdown. And it knocked their ego down so low, so far down. It's like they're just done. Pile 3. They're done with attacking you, or this situation is done with hurting you, or this illness is done with attacking you. It's done for good now. And in April 2026 is going to mark its final resting time. Okay, its final resting place where it's done with dealing with you or hurting you. And this is the good fortune and the good luck that you're going to be experiencing in the month of April 2026. Let's look at your fifth piece of good news. We have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so something used to worry you. Okay, and I'm also getting that if it was a person that used to worry you, that person is going to be feeling worried in the month of April 2026. Okay, so it's going to be their turn to be worrying. Okay, let's take a look at the next piece of information here. We have young man. Okay, could be a young person who's been worrying you. Okay, yeah, a young man, someone immature. Could be a child, could be someone immature, could be a teenager, could be someone you used to date or someone you work with. It could be a person. Doesn't have to be gender specific, but maybe it is in your situation, in some of y'all's situation. Okay, solar plexus chakra. Yeah, I feel like this person used to attack your sense of personal power, your confidence. Okay, this person used to challenge your sense of self-esteem. That's possible. I feel like it's now on them. It's now on them. We have tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. Okay, someone used to bother you, but they're not going to be bothering you anymore. I keep getting that. But I feel like maybe there's a young person who's been on your mind, who maybe they've been drinking too much or overindulging in certain substances. That's specific for some of y'all. You're dealing with someone who has been overindulging in perhaps alcohol or drugs of some type, and it's been worrying you. Another message I'm getting is that maybe you were worried about someone who used to bother you, someone cocky, someone irreverent, someone rude. Okay, let's get additional information from the tea leaf cards. What good news is coming into Pile 3's life in April 2026? What good news is coming into Pile 3's life in April 2026? We have fire, strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. Okay, interesting. Okay, I feel like maybe you've been worried about whether someone wants to hang out with you too. That's another message coming through. And it feels like you're going to find out that they're very passionate about hanging out with you in April 2026. Maybe you're worried about the strong emotion this person shows to you. This person could be a man or a woman, but you're going to find out that they're about partying. They're about fun and enjoyment with you. That's really what it is. And you're going to discover that you were worrying over nothing really, or that you were that you were maybe projecting onto the situation, or not realizing that they were just a fun person that likes to have fun. And really what you're picking up on is that this is a very passionate person who has strong emotions, and it's not that they have a problem with you, but they just are very, passionate. They got a lot of intensity, but it's not bad at all. In fact, the kind of passion this person actually has, I'm getting that it's related to fun and enjoyment, and you're going to see that about this person in April 2026. You're going to understand that, okay? And you're going to stop worrying. I'm also getting that if you're dealing with someone who has been rude to you, cocky, and all this, understand that in April 2026, you're going to notice that and see a very fun and celebratory side to them, okay? They're just going to tune out and they're going to stop acting out. I'm getting also that maybe there's someone you were interested in, you're worried about dating them or something. And I see that maybe you're thinking that they're not interested in you, maybe. And they're too busy having fun. But you're going to find out in April 2026 that this person is actually passionately in love with you. Interesting. And they just like to have their alone time. They have some activities that they like to do, okay? But they are very fun. It's fun. Perhaps I feel like it could be that there's someone that you've been dealing with who seems aloof or self-absorbed. But you're going to discover that what it is that they're just really passionate about something, and they're really just having fun and enjoying themselves, and it's no big deal really. It's just them having fun, enjoying something that they feel really passionate about. Very interesting message. Like may have misunderstood a certain situation in regards to someone that you've been keeping an eye on, or you may have been worried because this person has acted out in the past, but you're gonna discover that this person, you're worried about the way they behave. They have maybe these intense outbursts of emotion. But in April 2026, this person's gonna be really chill. They're gonna be a very fun person. They're gonna be celebratory. They're gonna be enjoyable. You're gonna find them enjoyable. Okay, so that's a good news coming your way in April 2026. Next, we're looking at the 5 of Cups. Okay, dealing with some type of disappointment in life. Yeah, I feel like you may have lost something. Yeah, you may have lost something. It could be maybe a difficult marriage. That's possible. Or a difficult relationship, or just, it could be romantic, it could be a friendship, but it didn't go well. You know, something didn't go well about it. It's not all bad, right? But there are a few things about it that are good. This relationship or the situation that you're dealing with, okay, that you've been dealing with. It's emotional in nature, or it could be, the situation could be impacting your emotions. You may be experiencing some type of loss. You may have experienced some type of loss. Maybe you lost some friends, or you lost something that had a negative emotional impact on you. Okay, let's take a look at your next set of oracle card here. We have nervous. Okay, yeah, okay. Nervous, okay. Perhaps you're disappointed in someone being nervous around you. Or maybe you've been disappointed about your own nervousness. Yeah, so perhaps you've had a disappointing event occur that makes you feel nervous. Maybe you have a nervous tick that you feel a sense of loss about. Maybe you feel like it gets in the way of your life in some type of way. Interesting. I'm sorry you're dealing with this. All right, let's go ahead and move on to your next oracle card. We have energetic purging. Okay. So I see that in April 2026, you're going to be releasing this energy and clearing your field of whatever does not serve your highest good. So this could be a detox, or you could maybe, I feel like maybe this loss caused some kind of trauma to you that makes you feel very nervous. This loss or this difficult relationship may have caused some type of trauma that has increased your nervousness. And I see that in April 2026, you'll be purging this energy out of your life. Let's get more information. What good news is coming into Pile 3's life in April 2026? What good news is coming into Pile 3's life in April 2026? We got that one. We have Rose. Romance is in the air. Okay. So I do feel like maybe if you've had a difficult relationship in the past that stressed you out, I do feel like maybe it's going to be replaced by a very loving relationship, or you meeting someone new. Maybe the trauma you've been carrying around has been preventing you from meeting new people or appreciating the good relationship that you have in your life. Maybe trauma from the past. And I see that in April 2026, romance is going to take over. Okay. And you're going to learn to focus just on the love that you're receiving and not on the past regrets or disappointments that you experienced. And I feel like this is going to help you release this nervousness that you feel about your emotions or your love life or your relationships. It's going to help you release it, because in truth, it's been a type of a poison, this sort of ruminating on what's gone wrong. I feel like you're going to be turning your back to what's gone wrong in April 2026. You're going to be turning your back towards that and focusing on what's going right. You know, we're seeing flowers here and a flower there. So you're going to be presented some love in April 2026 that you're going to focus on, and you're going to be releasing what went wrong. You're not going to let it have a place in your life anymore, because it's been a poison. You can see the snake that's been sort of, you know, pumping a toxin into your life that's been making you feel nervous. You're going to acknowledge it, you're going to recognize it, and you're going to release it. Okay, you're going to identify it and release it. And that's what I'm seeing the cards for you, Pile 3, as far as what good news is coming into your life in April 2026. If you enjoy this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If it resonated, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to claim the blessings in this reading, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I love to chat with you guys. Take good care of yourself, okay? And I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye! Welcome to Reading Pile 4. So what good news is coming into your life in April 2026? Let's move your number over to the left. You may or may not have chosen this music note. We have Taurus, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Oh, right. Okay, so let's see here. You're going to be hearing something you want to be hearing in April, Pal 4. Okay, there's something that's going to be like music to your ears. You're going to be like, what? Like, you're going to be so happy about what you hear in April 2026. There's some particular piece of news that's coming down the pipeline for you, April 2026, that you're going to be really glad to hear. You're going to be really glad to hear it. I'm getting for you, Pal 4, that there might be some reason to celebrate in April. And what this could be is perhaps some type of success you're going to be enjoying in April. You're going to want to celebrate because of this success, okay? So it could be in your personal life or in the life of those close to you. Something's going to happen, some amazing news that's going to make you want to party, Pal 4. I feel like you're going to be very attractive in the month of April. Attraction is going to be high for you. The reason you're going to be celebrating or have a reason to celebrate in April is you're going to be successful at communication. You're going to successfully communicate something, or something's going to be successfully communicated to you. I feel like you're going to be communicating in a way that brings about harmony with others, okay? In a harmonious way. You're going to be communicating with someone or something or some people. There's going to be positivity in your life in April. Good energy. And I'm getting some goals are going to be actualized in April. Yeah, you have a goal that's going to be actualized in April. You're going to be able to successfully manifest something and bring it into the material plane in April. And this is part of why you're going to be very happy in April, Pal 4. Something you've been wanting to do or bring into existence will come alive for you in April. Okay? Interesting. Okay, let's move on to your tarot card. We have the 10 of Wands. You've been working very hard at something. You may have been put upon, actually. You know, maybe you got left holding the bag and a lot of people just dumped on you. Or you did a lot of work and didn't get the results you were looking for. You got burned. Maybe you did so much work, you started questioning, is it worth it? Okay, let's get more information about this energy. I feel like you've been put upon, or you've been carrying a very heavy load, and that's been on your mind. The amount of effort that you've been putting into something has been on your mind, and that's what the good news is gonna be touching upon in April 2026. Okay, we're getting forgiveness, purple hyacinth. Okay, so I feel like someone's gonna realize that they were putting something upon you in April. They're gonna realize that they were over blaming you, or putting too much of a burden on you, acting like you were the one who's doing wrong when you were not, when you were innocent. Maybe they miscalculated and thought you were supposed to be doing all this work, but in reality, they're gonna realize in April that they were overburdening you, that they were basically treating you like a slave. Another message I'm getting coming through is that someone was over blaming you in the past. They put too much of the responsibility for something at your doorstep, and in April they're gonna ask for your forgiveness. Okay, I'm not sure. Let me get some more information. We have 2 of Cups, Leuia. Fruition provides expansive intelligence and gives the grace of God. Getting forgiveness, now we're getting grace. Something you've been working hard for is going to come to fruition. I see these plants taking root all around here and growing. It's hyacinth, right? Purple hyacinth. Purple hyacinth represents, this is like the go-to flower for saying I'm sorry to someone. You're definitely going to be getting some type of apology from someone you love, or you were in a relationship with, or from a friend who felt like they may have put too much on your plate, and they're going to be like, I'm so sorry for that. Maybe they were too much of a burden on you. They're going to experience deep regret, and they're going to request forgiveness. It could also be that someone's going to be expressing sympathy for your situation. They're going to be feeling sympathy for you. They're going to be mourning how they treated you, or just apologizing. Okay, they're gonna be experiencing sincere remorse about the way you were put upon. Okay, in some type of situation. Okay, I don't know. Well, let's get more information. Okay, what good news is coming into Pile 4's life in April 2026? Okay, we'll go with this one. Let's try that again. What good news is coming into Pile 4's life in April 2026? We're getting that one. Victory in some endeavor. Okay, you're gonna be victorious in dealing with some situation where, yeah, and the way, and I feel like for some of y'all, the way that they're going to request your forgiveness or try to go about getting your forgiveness is by letting whatever you are working on, whatever you're planting, to flower. I feel like they may have been getting in your way. Someone was getting in the way of what you were planting. They were keeping it from flowering, maybe because they thought you didn't deserve to have those kinds of rewards despite the hard work you put into things. So they're going to allow something to flower. Okay, you're going to be victorious in that regard. Regret is going to flower. Remorse is going to flower. Apologeticness is going to flower. Your endeavors and what you've invested yourself into, the seeds you have planted, are going to flower. This is going to be their way of apologizing to you for what they put you through. Very interesting. Okay, let's move on to your next piece of good news coming into your life in April 2026. We got the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Money. Wealth, straight up. Pile 4. Okay, you're going to be having some type of expansion when it comes to your finances in the month of April 2026. A legacy. Your good news is surrounding some type of legacy or culmination, things building up for you monetarily and resources wise. You can see this family's gathered around this huge table with a bunch of food, and it's lined with these gold medallions and gold coins, plenty enough to share with everyone. Like, I mean, excess for everyone in your family. Wow. Okay, let's take a look at what else is coming through. The good news. Okay. Oh, look at that. The family's gathered round again here. Lots of people gathered round. The Galactic Federation, it says. Collaboration, meetings, and community. So, Pile 4, I feel like you're going to be connecting with a group of people in April 2026. People who are of like mind, who are getting together and rallying round certain important topics, important topics that are important to you anyway, and important to them. So you're going to be supported by a group of people, Pile 4. It could be your family, could be your friends, could be your community, could be your company. There's a company that you work at, or I'm just seeing some type of rallying around you, Pile 4, in April 2026. Coming together and saying, oh my gosh, we want to be for you, Pile 4. We want to be around you, Pile 4, while you do this thing. While, they want to be part of your success story in April 2026. Okay? You're going to have people around you who want to rally around you and be part of your success story. That's what I'm getting. Let's get another Oracle card, get more information. Creation, something you created, is going to be taking off and being supported by the community. It's like you're going to be the CEO or the inventor of this thing. Some innovation, some type of innovation or creation. Maybe, for example, you may create some type of artwork, and people are going to rally around your artwork and ooh and ah over it. And you're just going to see like an outpouring of support and eyes on this thing, and adoration even, and maybe even money being thrown at it, right? People paying you for this thing you've made, or supporting you by showing up, putting eyes on it, talking about it, spreading it out. Gatherings, okay? A gatheration around your creation. All right, let's get additional information here. What good news is coming into Pile 4's life in April 2026? That one. We have dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. Yeah. So it's a very clear message, Pile 4. You're going to have a loyal group of loyal people around you. Okay. And they're not going to leave your side. This is true loyalty. around something that you make, something that you do. Maybe you might feel this is called into question somehow, but in April 2026, you're going to have no doubt at all, Power 4, that this is the case, that you are supported by a community, you're supported by people, they have a common goal rallying around you, okay, because they're going to see what it is that you're making as being integral to their core goals, values, ideals. Wow. Good job, Power 4. I'm also seeing money, coming in through the support of others. Maybe you may open a business and you'll wonder, is this going to take off? Are people going to even be interested? And yes, they will be so interested, Power 4. You're going to have a lot of customers coming in, pouring in, buying this thing, checking it out, oohing and eyeing, putting in orders, talking about it. A community of people will gather around it. It's going to be a favorite, whatever you're making, whatever you've made. It's going to be a favorite. All right, let's go ahead and move on to your third piece of good news. We got the Tower. Oh my gosh, the Tower. Power 3 had the Tower appear twice in it. You might want to check that reading out. The Tower. Some kind of downfall. Some kind of destruction. Something you built or some idea you had, you discovered it wasn't what you thought it was. Something may have happened that maybe crushed your ego a little bit. Maybe you thought, I thought I was up here, but I'm actually down here. What's going on? That's what you're going to be wondering. Or maybe you were wondering. Sorry. So that's what you've been wondering, right? I thought this was the way it was, but I'm realizing that's not the way it was. Something like this has happened. Okay. I'm also getting there may be a downfall, maybe a loss of something major in your life. It could be a loss of a job, loss of a relationship, loss of a home, loss of some idea you had that was very important to you. You're going to see, maybe you've seen that it broke. It wasn't solid. It wasn't real. Let's get more information. It doesn't say anything. It just has a torso of a man with a third nipple in the middle. Very interesting. The real life tarot deck. That's where it's from. It kind of makes me think of the third eye, third nipple. I feel like you may have had something wrong, right? You may have misunderstood something. Okay, you thought that for some reason, everyone knows all humans have 3 nipples. Everyone knows that. That humans have 2 nipples. Everyone knows this. It's a universal concept. I don't care what color you are, what culture you're from. You take off your shirt. If you're a man or a woman, there's usually 2 nipples right there. Occasionally someone might have a third nipple somewhere, right? Maybe this is what is shocking you. Is something unusual has happened. But by and large, everyone knows a human being has 2 nipples. And I feel like you may have misunderstood something. Maybe your situation has proven to be very weird. There was something you were setting up and it's not working out right. It's looking very wonky. It's acting very weird, very strange. It's not what you expected at all. Okay? Something happened and it was not what you expected at all. Okay? Next, we're getting Voyage. Got a mommy whale and a baby whale. A calf. So I see pile 4 for you that this thing you did not expect. I feel like you may have had a downfall of some type. Yeah. And it could be, something kind of major. Okay. It could be, something major. But I see you're going to be getting rescued. You're going to be getting rescued. You're going to be getting saved by someone bigger, someone senior. Okay. You're going to be supported by someone like a bigger person than you. Okay? Let's get more information on this situation. What good news is coming into Power 4's life in April 2026? What good news is coming into Power 4's life in April 2026? That one's wanting to talk. Coins! Oh my gosh! Yeah. So, it says your money will be coming to you. So, you may have lost a job or, you may have lost a loss of income or lost livelihood that was bringing you an income, making you feel very strange. But someone is going to come along and maybe offer you a job or come along and say, hey, it's going to be okay, little guy, little fella. Or I'm also getting like it could be that maybe there's an aspect of your life that's not going to go it didn't go as planned. It didn't go as planned. And some other aspect of your life that's bigger, better, is going to come along and rescue that smaller piece. It's going to rescue that weaker piece of your life. So as an example, perhaps you will break up with someone. Okay, someone will break up with you, and maybe you really wanted to be with this person, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, and they're going to step out of your life, and you'll be like, what the hell? And it's going to make you despair. It's going to be a big shock to you, because you expected this person to be there. It's just an example, okay? Just take it with a grain of salt and apply it to your situation as it fits, okay, Power 4? But then you're going to be like, all right, wow, I can't believe this. But then you're going to have something else going on in your life. Maybe you're going to have, maybe you have a really good career. Maybe you have a really good career, and your career is going really well. And then maybe you have a meeting go really well. Or you set up a shop somewhere, okay? At a fair or a festival, trying to make some money, okay? Now, this is a different aspect of your life, okay? And it goes so well. It goes so well, Power 4. You make so much money. So many people show up. Maybe a big time investor comes by, and you have a meeting with this person that you didn't even expect to meet. And they're like, I really like your business model, and I want to invest. I want to invest $1 million into your business. I have great faith in what you're doing. And this is just an example, okay? And I want to invest 10,000 in what you're doing. I have great faith in what you're doing, and I want to see it succeed. And I want to get like maybe 10% or whatever, or maybe like a deluge of customers come in, okay? And maybe amongst these, you're going to make so much money, and then amongst these customers is a guy, okay? And this guy not only buys from you, but falls in love with you, wants your number, and he's a great person. So one aspect of your life, your romance, got messed up, right? This person broke up with you, but you went off and had such a home run in your career aspect. You ended up being saved by it somehow, right? You met someone new, you got all this money coming in, and it's almost like this thing is not even going to matter anymore. This thing that fell is going to become small. It's going to be saved or rescued, right? Your situation could be rescued. Or the thing that didn't do so well is going to be saved or rescued. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Power 4. Wow, bravo. I'm so happy for you. I'm also getting, Power 4, that if you're having some sort of health concern, perhaps in your chest cavity, could be your lungs, could be your skin, I see that in the month of April 2026, you will have the financial means to address this issue. And I see that you will be assisted in addressing this health concern. You will have the right resources for it. Perhaps you also find the right professional or medical professional to help you deal with this issue effectively. I'm looking forward to this happening for you. Seriously. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your fourth piece of good news. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like Power 4, there's been some type of issue you've been experiencing where it's like you're just not getting enough. You're not getting enough. Or maybe someone around you is not getting enough. Someone near and dear to you is not doing well, or you've been trying to help them, or you just feel dejected because you're not. You put so much into something, but yet it's not panning out like you would like, Power 4. And I'm so sorry you've been dealing with this. You've been feeling a sense of lack, feeling like maybe business is not turning out for you the way you would like. This is how it's been, okay? Next, we're getting the Camel Boy. Small steps, asking for help. Small steps, asking for help. I see that in April, you're going to be helped. You see, I see a camel boosting this same boy in the corner here who's dejected and in a fetal position going, I can't deal. This is too hard. You're going to be uplifted by a big creature. I keep seeing it as a theme, right? The big wheel is going to carry up the little wheel. A big camel is lifting up the little boy. The core creation is being supported by a group of loyal people. So I feel like you're going to be lifted up by someone or something in April, okay? Perhaps there's something you do and you're going to be given a boost and being elevated by someone bigger than you. And they're going to be saying, hey, everybody, come look. They're going to feel sorry for you and feel like they want to help you out. They're going to feel like, oh, Power 4, let me help you. And so you're going to receive a boost in April. 2026. Others are going to see what you're doing. They're going to be like, let me give you some elevation. I feel like this person is going to come into your life and they're going to take a look at you. It's the same person, this woman, this camel. They're going to come towards you and be like, oh, poor Pile 4. You're not getting the traction you're looking for. You're not getting the money you're looking for. You're not getting the support you're looking for. Let me help you. Okay. And what's going to happen, this party is going to say, let me hoist you up. I'm really tall, so I'm going to put you on my back. And this skill, this talent that you do, that no one's patronizing you, you can do it from high up. I'm going to lift you up, Pile 4, so many all around can see you. And this is going to give you an advantage. Okay, let's take a look. Let's see what else is coming through. We have the 8 of Swords. I dropped the drama. Okay. Woo, same colors coming through here. Resonance. And I see that you're going to, it's going to uplift your mood, and it's going to get you to stop feeling drowning in sorrow over this loss. Okay, you're going to be able to cut away the situation that was making you feel less than. Okay, you're going to be able to separate yourself from it, and you're going to be able to, prune your attitude also. I see that. Okay, because attitude, it is a large percent of the success you experience in life, Pile 4. Okay, if you can have a positive attitude, then things are generally better. So you attract success to you a lot easier if you have a better attitude, even if you're struggling. So that's going to be a big help for you. This is good news coming into your life. I feel like someone's going to sever. Also, I'm also getting another message that someone's going to sever away from you, Pile 4, inimical or adverse circumstances away from you, away from your life. All right. Someone's going to help you get rid of poverty. Someone's going to help you get rid of poverty, Pile 4. Someone's going to help you get rid of poverty, or a state where you are, a situation where you are lacking, or a state where you are not getting enough. You're going to be cut out of that. Okay. Let's get more information here. What good news is coming into Pile 4's life in April 2026? Okay, we're getting timing. When I get timing, I like to get an additional card. So we're going to get this. We're getting February. Okay. So it looks like something happened in February that's going to be leaving your life. I'm also getting an alternative message is that negative that was holding you back is going to be blown out of your life. It's going to be blown out of your life. Pile 4. Some powerful force is going to come through and get rid of some type of negative circumstance in your life. Next, we're getting pin, new job or career. This may have to do with your career. Pile 4. You may be getting a new job and stepping out of this lack mentality and into a new job. And you're going to be getting some type of pay. Yeah, you're going to be getting paid. Yeah. Possibly in April 2026. But you're going to be boosted up and you're going to be seen and get more opportunities. And as a result, end up with a new job or new career in April 2026. So 2 things. You may either be getting that new job in April 2026 if you're looking for a new job, or you're going to be set up for better opportunities in April 2026 where others are going to be able to see you better and you'll be able to have access to certain opportunities that you didn't before. That's another message I'm getting coming through. Yeah, your talents are going to be seen and appreciated. You're going to be elevated so others can more easily see you. Wow. Okay, let's keep moving on here. Your 5th piece of good news. We have the 6 of Cups. All right, having to do with children or having to do with positive memories, your childhood, people you've known for a long time. Okay, very interesting. Maybe you'll be getting back with these people. We got over control. Okay, maybe someone from your past, maybe a parent figure, a parental figure who's over controlling. Your good news might have to do with this person. Or maybe friends who are over controlling of you. We got diamond, gift of jewelry, over control. So there's something you're very familiar with. I feel like you may be bumping into someone you feel very familiar with, or getting back in touch with someone who you have good memories with. And maybe these people have been getting kind of over controlling of you, trying to control you, trying to micromanage you. maybe your children are trying to control you if you have kids, or your friends are trying to sort of peer pressure you or something. But I see that the end result of this for you is that you're going to be getting gifted something very valuable. Okay, I almost feel like your friends or the situation that was trying to over control you, or that has been over controlling you, is going to realize that you are very valuable, is going to realize what a gem of a person that you are, and as a result, they're going to treat you as such. Okay, they're going to treat you as such. Perhaps they'll stop over controlling you because they're going to realize just how valuable you are, and they're going to realize, oh my gosh, we need to treat Pal 4 with respect, because Pal 4 is a very valuable person. No matter how you started off, okay, everyone has a beginning, Pal 4. So maybe this person saw you at your beginning, or these people saw you at your beginning and saw you that you were just a kid or just a person, and you had humble beginnings, and you were just like this, and you were playing in the mud, and you played soccer, and you were kind of basic, and you were just like everybody else. But now, Pal 4, in the month of April 2026, these people are going to realize that you are more than that. You're more than these humble, playful, childlike beginnings. You're a person of value. You're a person not to be underestimated. Okay, let's get more information about this. What good news is coming into Pal 4's life in the month of April 2026? Thank you, Spirit. Getting that one. Yes, affairs of your it's your family. Yeah. So I feel like your family, they gotten used to viewing you as a child in the past, someone to kind of like treat like a puppet. Or maybe it's someone you grew up with like this. Maybe it's not your family. It could be the your friend group that you grew up with, thinking that they can just talk to you anyhow or do you anyhow or something. But they're gonna realize, oh my gosh, Pal 4 is important. Pal 4 is going to be important. Pal 4 is going to be a household name, or maybe you're going to become a household name in April 2026, or maybe you're going to be proposed to in April 2026. Okay. Or some business you've been building since you were a kid is going to just explode, okay? Or since you were a young person, and it's going to make you build you an empire. Or maybe you're going to become a parent in April 2026. Or maybe you're going to get proposed to in April 2026, and you're going to get into the next level, the next phase of your life. All right? I'm seeing like a coming of age happening here. Your next phase of development. And I feel like the scale is going to fall off of the eyes of these people who are viewing you as down here, and they're going to realize, oh my gosh, Pal 4 is up there. I need to treat Pal 4 like they're up there, not down here. Okay, that they may be that familiarity and the memories are there, but they need to stop trying. Can you imagine trying to control a big oak tree? Can you imagine? That's not going to happen. So I feel like your family is going to find a new respect for you in April. They're going to view you as you truly are. Someone with deep roots, someone powerful, someone who has made it big in life. Someone who has fully flowered, okay? Someone who is of value and has things that are of value in their life. So I'm seeing respect coming in to play here for you, Pal 4. Let me get a bit more information. Let me get one more tea leaf card on this column. I just want more information. What good news is coming into Pal 4's life in April 2026? I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah, so it's been a problem. I feel like maybe your family had not been respecting you, or people around you hadn't been respecting you, or people had been seeing you as some young person. Oh, you're just some young person doing some silly little thing, and it's maybe been a problem for you that respect wasn't there. I feel like that respect is going to be there in April 2026. Wow. Interesting. Perhaps this was getting in your way of accomplishing something. Maybe you're dealing with people who were not estimating you correctly and thought that they would just tell you what to do. Because in their eyes, you were just a child, inexperienced. You didn't know what you were doing, or you're low down there. You don't know what you're doing. I feel like the respect someone has for you is going to jump in April 2026. And they're going to get out of your way. Yeah, they're going to get out of your way and roll out the red carpet. Yeah, okay? Or roll out the red bridge and help you get somewhere. They're going to help facilitate you getting somewhere that they've been watching you trying to get to. They're going to see that you really are successful. You've been very successful, and they're going to be like, why are we cock blocking Pal 4? Why are we gatekeeping Pal 4? Let's help Pal 4. So I feel like you're going to be getting assistance as well. Very interesting. Okay, let's move on to your fifth piece of good news. Coming to you in April 2026, the Five of Wands. Okay. Whew, you had some challenges, Pal 4. I'm not gonna lie, you've been dealing with some challenges. You know, something devastating may have happened, a downfall either to you or someone near to you may have occurred. You've been working very hard, back-breaking labor, or just you know, a lot of hours, maybe like 60-70 hour weeks or 50, you know, I don't know what it is. Or maybe you've been overblamed, or people put too much blame on you, or people saddled you with work more than you could handle. They didn't treat you correctly. You were treated like a slave. You were underpaid. You know, maybe you weren't getting the respect you deserved. I mean, you've been through it, Pal 4. You've been through it. But I feel like you're going to be getting relief on all these fronts in April 2026. So with this final column, what I'm seeing here is that you have been, perhaps you've been getting resisted. Okay. Perhaps you've been competing with others. Yeah. There's a competition or competitive aspect in your life where there are others doing what it is that you do. Okay. And the good news is going to be surrounding this. Okay. Your competition with others, perhaps in your field, perhaps in your career, perhaps when it comes to some project, perhaps when it comes to your neighbors, people around you or near you. Interesting. It could be a collaborative project you're doing with some people, but y'all are not completely aligned on how to do it. And maybe you will be getting aligned in April 2026. Let's get more information about your good news coming to you in April 2026. We got embarrassed. Okay. Whew. Wow. Pile 4. Maybe, I feel like maybe you've been dealing with a situation where, you're not measuring up. You've not been measuring up, Pal 4. Maybe you've been feeling like, how come I can't seem to beat out the rest of the competition? How come I'm neck and neck with these people? How come I'm not standing out? And it's been embarrassing you. Maybe because you feel like you are special. Maybe because you feel like you are really good at what you do, but yet you're being treated as if you're the same as everyone else. And maybe that's true to some degree. Or maybe you've not been getting the advancements that you deserve. Perhaps you really are better than the people that are doing the same activity with you, but you've not been getting rewarded beyond these people that you're dealing with, okay, that you're competing with. You can clearly see you're a cut above the rest, but you're not getting treated like you're a cut above the rest. Maybe that's what's been happening. It's been leaving you feeling embarrassed, leaving you feeling like, Jesus, like, what do I got to do? I'm also getting like, You've been engaged in some type of conflict that maybe others can see, and it's been embarrassing. Maybe there's children seeing this conflict has been going on in your life. Children have been seeing it, or people around you have been seeing it, and it's been making you feel embarrassed that you're still butting heads with people or someone in your life. You're still conflicting and petty squabbling with someone, and it's been making you feel embarrassed, Pal 4. And I'm so sorry you've been dealing with this. Okay. Let's get more information. We got right place. Okay. I'm always in the right place at the right time, ready to receive what is meant for me. I see that in April, Pal 4, you're going to discover that it was an issue of divine timing for you. Okay. It's an issue of divine timing. That this, you see this insignia, this emblem that you have on your chest, like, you know, I'm seeing these feathers on the head, like you'll be crowned in April. Okay. There's some type of dignity that is going to be apparent to others when it comes to you. And in the context of this conflict or competition in April 2026, people are going to crown you, or people are going to see that despite being treated the same as others, there are people who are going to see that you really are something special. I mean, you're going to be viewed that way, Pal 4. You are. And I feel like people are going to understand that it's an issue of, you know, you just need to be patient, and what you deserve is going to be bestowed upon you. Okay, that's one message coming through. I'm also getting that you're going to be spotted, you're going to be seen, right? It's kind of like, you know, I'll give you an example, like being a very beautiful person, and you know that you've seen your looks, and you're not cocky, you're not arrogant, you've honestly assessed yourself, and people have told you that you could be a model. I mean, no lie. This is the truth. You could be a model. Okay, this is just an example. Okay, Pal 4, take it as it resonates and apply it to your situation. Or maybe there's something you make and you've seen that it is clearly quality compared to what others are doing. And even maybe you've received some compliments and someone has said, oh my gosh, but you just have not been seen yet. I feel like in April 2026, someone is going to spot you. I'm getting like a scout is going to see you towering above the crowd and be like, oh my gosh, someone's going to see it. Pile 4. And you're going to be spotted as being very special in April 2026. Let's get more information. What good news is coming into Pile 4's life in April 2026? What good news is coming? Okay, we're getting this one. Box, you will receive a gift. Okay, let's get more information. So you're going to be receiving something. You're going to be receiving something in April. Okay. I feel like it's been hidden from you because the box is closed at this time. The box is closed. Let's get more information. And let me see if I can get more information. What good news is coming into Pile 4's life in April 2026? Okay, with that one. Flag. Oh my gosh. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. You see, Pile 4. That's exactly the message that I was seeing. It's falling in line. I feel like you've been kind of viewing yourself as, I know I'm better than the rest. I really am. And I feel like you're going to be viewed, your sense of pride in yourself is going to be strong. You're going to be standing tall and you're going to be spotted in April 2026 because you refuse to lower your standards, because you refuse to be like, okay, well, you refuse to doubt yourself, right? Taking all this evidence, you refuse to give into the fear, false evidence appearing real, that you are maybe just as common as the rest. There's nothing special about you. You refuse to give in to that. And you stood tall, you stood proud, you're going to be standing tall, standing proud. And because you are not changing, you're not bending, you're maintaining this quality that you're doing. Even though it's different from the rest, and you know it's quality, and the standing out that you are wanting is going to happen in April 2026. You're going to stand out amongst the rest in April 2026. Because you refuse to lower your standards and get in line beside these other people, okay, and say, all right, let me do what they're doing. Let me sell my vision and lower myself, and maybe what I'm doing is wrong and I'm going to do what they're doing. So no, you're going to stand your ground. You're going to receive a gift as a result of this in April 2026. Let me see if I can get more information for you in regards to this matter. What good news is coming into Pile 4's life in April 2026? What good news is coming into Pile 4's life in April 2026? That one. We have Seahorse. Family matters. Okay, let's try that again. I'm not feeling a clarity with that one. Let's try again. What good news is coming into Pile 4's life in April 2026? What good news is coming into Pile 4's life in April 2026? We got this one. Let's go with that. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Pile 4, stand your ground. You're going to receive a gift that makes it very clear you really are special. Okay? You're going to be spotted as a caterpillar. That you're in a state of transformation and you're going to be this big deal in the future. You're going to be a big deal in the future. That's what people are going to recognize about you. They're going to see the quality. They're not going to be like, oh, but Pile 4 is, I mean, if they really were great, why don't they have all this success then? If they really are great, how come they're not on a magazine? If they're a model, okay, how come they're just sitting here with us? If they're a model. And I feel like someone's going to come along and realize that you're going to end up in a magazine. Okay, you're going to end up being one of the best. It's just that right now you're in a caterpillar state. And you're hanging in there, doing you, and one day you're going to be at the big level. You're going to get there. And so because of this recognition, you're going to be giving a gift. Here, guys, what gift is Pile 4 going to be receiving in April 2026 that's going to, that's in recognition of the fact that they're going to be a big deal? What gift is Pile 4 going to receive in April 2026 in recognition of the fact that they're going to be a major success? Or in recognition of the fact that they really are something special. So here, guys, what good news is coming into Pile 4's life? Okay, we're getting that one. Older man. Dealings or relationship with an older man. Okay. So I feel like someone's going to talk to you. Someone's going to notice you. Someone mature, someone wise. And they're going to be keeping an eye on you. You're going to get the attention of someone who is more experienced than you, someone further up the ladder than you, like significantly further up the ladder. It could be your boss. Your boss is going to notice you, and it's going to give you some type of gift. The gift of their attention, okay? The gift of noting you, taking note of you, okay? Of saying, okay, I'm going to keep my eye on Pile 4. Pile 4 is in a caterpillar stage, and they're going to be amazing. They're not the typical. So have faith, Pile 4, okay? Have faith in your situation. Everything's going to be going really well for you. You're on the right track. And that's what I'm seeing for you in your cards, Pile 4, as far as what good news is coming into your life in April 2026. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it resonant, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to claim the blessings in this reading, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. And let me know what you thought in the comment section, okay? I love to respond. Take good care of yourself, all right? And I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye!